Sometimes I think the word game is stuck on almost everything that isn't serious. If you play music, if you draw pictures with a computer, that's not a game. You don't get a score, but we call it games, and there's sometimes this down thing. Don't play games, don't play around on the computer. And yet there's a lot of good can come from gameplay.
What's up? I'm
everybody?
Tim.
How's it going?
Oh no, Mike's a little hot. Oh, hot mic. Hot mic. All right, go ahead. Well, it looks like we're good. I'll have to. Hot. Wait.
I'm still a little hot.
Yeah, I think you're good. What's up, everybody? I'm Jim. And this is the edge of TH3.
Hang on. And I'm Tim. I need a vape right now. No, I'm just joking. Oh, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing on this great Saturday night? We are socially distanced at Tim's studio here.
I might have to turn. Let me turn. Hang on. Let me check. I have a gain set on these.
Oh boy, am I too hot?
Well, hang on.
Let's see what the chat's saying.
So yours doesn't have a gain on it. Mine.
Star, someone says.
Yes.
Yes, I let Tim on the channel today.
Audio should be pretty good right now. Where I usually try to keep it in the yellow range. We're right about that sweet spot right now.
I'm
Why is
clipping.
my hey Sony camera? You're not a Logitech, so you can focus properly.
Ouch! I think he's gonna not play well just because you said that.
Oh man.
If I am clipping, let me know because I'm kind of I could probably drop this down a little bit lower too there. But Blasto, what's going on? Dub Dow, David Wilson, Rad Master, Michael, Derek, 3D Jeff, how's it going?
Okay, sounds good now.
Where's the Pooch? Pooch is probably hanging out at home. I'm not sure what he's doing tonight.
Oh man. You know the funny thing is when I said I'm actually gonna turn the live stuff off because I just realized it's over my face.
That's funny. Oh yeah.
Like the live chat was over my face. I'm gonna turn that off. I don't know why my camera keeps going out. Yours is focusing. So yeah, Jim came in town to pick up some parts, and we were meeting your cousin.
My cousin, yeah.
Yeah, hooking them up. He hooked them up with a Solval SV01, so it was kind of a halfway point. So Jim's staying at the Hotel Hoagland tonight, in our guest room there. So.
I'm sleeping with Clara. I don't know where she is.
Oh,
but,
Clara will probably.
She went inside, I think.
I think she did.
Yep.
Yeah. She doesn't love us enough, apparently.
Clara and the cats. I'll be hanging out with.
Clara will probably actually sleep with you tonight because that's just how it works. So we just want to do like a 1 hour stream. It's Ask Jim.
Ask Jim, Tim.
Ask Jim. You know, he hacked my system, and I just had to go along with it. You know, because you can see the text is all screwed up. He didn't do a very good job of hacking it.
No, my hackery isn't good.
No, did you guys?
David Wilson, yes, I'm here at TH3D.
Who saw Jim's head on the printer bed there in the thumbnail? who caught that?
That was phenomenal. I love the transitions, by the way. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's like I'm a professional or something.
You know, it is.
Just kidding. We'll use that term very lightly.
I saw Tyler West. Tyler says he did. Andrew said he did. Saw my head on your printer. Tyler,
oh wait, hang on. Your mic is cutting out.
Oh, hang on.
We'll try putting up top here.
Check. 1, 2. Okay. So I saw some White Claw in the fridge, Tyler. So I might drink it for you. I think it was probably here since the last time you were here, because that's the last time Tim had a girl over. And oh, just joking.
I turned the noise gates off, so we should be better now.
Sounds way better. So Tyler said, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have the budget for high-end wireless mic packs, so these are like $100 Samsung ones.
The claw is the law.
The claw is the law.
Blasto.
Well, I'm almost done with my first drink. How are you doing on yours, Jim?
I'm doing good. My cherry Coke is doing very good.
Yeah, my cherry Coke is very good too. Very good.
It really is. There's cherry Coke in this.
Yes, cherry right here. Right here. Cherry,
Andrew says
Coke.
It's way better.
I don't know why I might have to change my settings because like my focus keeps going out. Oh, you know why?
Andrew, have I tested the secret project yet?
The secret project.
Well, the USB card has
I
been
do.
installed.
I haven't posted anything really publicly, but I did get something in that everybody might be excited to see a video coming out. Except I put it at the bottom.
Oh, it's at the bottom.
It's at the bottom. So hang on, just give me a second here.
Let's see who asked me that. Andrew, the USB card has been plugged in, and the feeds are going live around the world as we talk. But Tim doesn't know about it.
Oh. Why do I have to put this on the bottom?
I don't know why you put that on the bottom. Let's see. Canadian Club 1858. David Wilson says. Oh, someone said. Oh, nice. A 3D print mill in the house.
Woo!
Thank you, Naomi. She is awesome.
Oh.
Sent Tim one.
Yeah, Naomi hooked it up. So we're gonna be putting it
no
through its
cigars.
paces.
Can't be a gentleman's stream without cigars. There might be some cigars coming.
Maybe later. Maybe we'll move over to the personal channel.
It might be against my brand to do that on this station. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Someone says I'm brand new. I'm a newbie. I didn't know who Jim was, but I saw his head on the printer. Well, I'm Jim. So
and I'm Tim.
This is Tim. You can find my channel at The Edge of Tech. If you have not seen my channel, I'd be happy to have you. Subscribers welcome. It's a special club. Tyler West is in the club. Blasto, David Wilson, Andrew S, Andrew Humphrey, I believe. Like all the people who's who, you know.
Andrew says, Tim, your camera has ADHD, lacks focus. It's much like myself then in that regard.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with that thing.
Jim, is that an Apple Watch?
No.
Okay.
It's a Fitbit.
We're about to have a talk.
It was a fake.
I just realized that.
It was a fake. It's a Fitbit. Yeah. As you can see, I use it for being fit.
Yes, you are just the bastion of fitness. I might have to change this damn camera to
Michael
manual
Henderson,
focus.
nice work. He hasn't had a drink in 1,204 days. That is phenomenal work. And keep it up, and congratulations, by the way. Like, wholeheartedly, congratulations.
That's a really good task to complete, considering everything going on right now in the world.
Yeah, Marcus Jennings.
Let's
see if
try
I can learn some more stuff. Been watching all the videos, getting as much info as possible before my printer comes in a few days. I mean.
There we go. Let's just lock yours in case yours decides to get ADHD.
Which way? Over here? Over here? Over there? Oh.
There we go. All right. I just put it in manual focus, so it's not going to change at all.
Tidy close up. Nice.
What was that? The nipple
always
cam, Tim?
Going there now, always see Tim wearing my hat. Thank you. Tim has
one
of the only Edge of Tech hats that I got 5, I think, and he has one of them.
I stole this from his house. Yeah. I was there. I was like, I'm taking this. It's a finder's fee.
Yeah. So I did a video it must have been like a month now ago about all the stuff that I have on one of my original Ender 3s that came from TH3D. And it wasn't like an advertisement, but it was, because obviously TH3D is an affiliate of mine, right? Full disclosure. But I really do love their products. You know, I come here. I'm actually here to pick up some stuff, and I met my cousin, who I gave one of my printers to her 7-year-old son, and they're going to start their 3D printing journey. And if you guys are watching, hey Carrie, hey Brendan and family, nice to meet a couple of you, because I've never met a couple of you before. But
I am gonna set up while you're talking. I am gonna set up a.
I don't know what we're setting up. Let's do it.
I'm gonna change it so we have a guest, so I can switch between you and me.
Oh, nice. So he's fancy. See.
I am fancy occasionally. Occasionally.
Do you worry that Tim has his camera in the shower? I would check the drain. Steven, that would be his downfall if that would happen.
Things that make you go boo.
Right. How am I liking the new laser firmware? Operator Tony says, you know what, Tony? 100% honesty, I've only used it once because I haven't had time to fire a lot of stuff off it. So far, so good. I heard some people out there having issues with their lasers not working after they flash, but here's a folder, like, if you're watching and you have a laser or tour laser and you watched my video on how to upgrade the firmware, do not use the Pro firmware. I learned that recently after the video came out. Or tour said, wait, all they need to use is the Laser Master or Laser Master 2. It's all the same. The Pro is a different thing that isn't released yet. So don't use the Pro firmware. Use the regular Laser Master or Laser Master 2. and you'll be good. And if it flashed and it's not moving or not homing, reflash it just like you did with the other firmware, with the regular firmware, and it should be better.
All right, so
I'm talking too much.
So we're fancy now. So we got the dual
Whoa.
setup, and I've got just you.
Whoa.
Got just me.
Hey.
Well, get out of my frame.
It can never.
Get out of my frame. There you
It
go.
can never be just you. Now they know our secret.
They know our secret.
We're 6 feet-ish apart. That's why we don't have masks on, right?
I guess we'll just do this, and when you're talking, we'll just.
Yeah, you and me do that a lot.
Well, I have it in
Hey,
case.
I got my shot. Like this Tuesday will be 2 weeks.
Oh, is that the Band-Aid on your arm?
2 weeks.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
that's a tattoo.
Snoopy.
Did you get a Snoopy
no,
Band-Aid?
I don't know. But 2 weeks will be Tuesday will be 2 weeks since I got my first shot. Because I work at a hospital, so they give us our shots early, and so I'm 54% protected.
And I'm a hermit, so.
It's not good. Well, 54% is not good on Trojan standards, but we're.
Our condoms are 54% effective.
Yeah, Marcus Jennings hit it right on the head about the Luke's guide. Should you play the stream disclosure? Did you? Tyler West wants to know if you should play the stream disclosure.
I don't know if I still
Tor
have
is
it.
watching. It looks like.
Although I do have this. I'm going to subject everybody to this right now. You guys ready?
Yep.
Hi there, Frank George here. As a doctor, I know a thing or two about probing. Indeed I do. I love something that's easy to install.
I'm just messing with you guys. I'm not going to make you sit through that whole thing again.
I love it. Dan Adams, are you going to redo Luke Hatfield's videos? Are you going to redo your Luke Hetfield's videos? I do have some videos coming out in the next 4 or 5 weeks here. Every week you should see a laser video and a 3D printing video, along with hot mix on Monday nights at 6 p.m. But yes, you'll start seeing some of the stuff that was in the original help guides again on the Ender 3 V2, actually. I'm not going to do them all because some of those I like them the way they are.
I'm just looking through chat here. So, Michael Henderson said, without G-code changes, what's a good way to reduce string on Ender 3 Pro? I would say, well, up your retraction is usually the first thing, but also lower your print temp.
Right.
What you got anything else to add there, Mr. Jesus?
Nope, I'm good.
Nerdy Jesus? Do you remember before I even knew you? And I was like, oh, who's this nerdy
I have that
Jesus
video.
looking guy?
That video's out there somewhere still.
Yeah, it was one of my live streams.
It was, let's see, Luke told you to go look at his ex-gantry rework video. And you were like, is that you, Luke? That's not you. It looks like some nerdy Jesus kind of dude or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was like,
Yeah.
this is not at all how
It was like
picturing
midnight or something.
Because
Yeah.
I had never talked to Luke other than on the phone and text. So
And he didn't know who I was at that time.
yeah, so it was just like, I was like, who's this nerdy
I had like
Jesus looking
300.
guy?
I had like 300 subs. I was nobody.
Well, now you're somebody. You're somebody to me, Jim.
Good night, Lindsay, if you're watching.
Let's see here. You guys are welcome to ask questions in the chat for Jim and I. You can pick our brains here. Jim is also into lasers.
Laser beams. Laser beams.
Lasers.
Yeah, the lasers are awesome. They're hot.
They're hot.
Oh.
They're literally hot.
They are hot.
You have one kid, and all of a sudden you're
Yeah,
just
now I'm a
dropping
dad
dad jokes without
I
even realizing.
got the best book for Christmas from my brother-in-law. It is the worst dad jokes book.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, here's a good one. We had a question. I had a question earlier on my chat about somebody who took an Ender 3. I think it was an Ender 3, and they put an E3D V6 on it, and now it was homing way off the front right of the or front left of the bed if you're looking at it.
It was on the Y.
It was right.
Yeah.
And it was homing way off the bed and then too low because it's a different hot end he mounted on. Do you want to talk a little bit about how to fix that?
So yeah, we were talking about this. So a lot of you guys, when you're printing aftermarket mounts, a lot of the mounts, the most common ones that'll usually cause problems with your print area settings are ones like with direct drives, that kind of stuff. But if you have a mount that puts your nozzle further, forward, it usually is a change on the Y direction. Rarely do mounts change in the X direction, but usually what you'll have is a mount to put either an aftermarket hot end, like a V6 style hot end, and it'll move it forward from where the stock nozzle was. So what happens is when you home your printer, the nozzle will actually be hanging off of the bed because the mount has now spaced it further forward on the carriage. So what you have to do then, you can just use it as is and take that into account when you're slicing. But if you want the printer firmware to be correctly set up, you need to do a couple of changes. The first thing is changing your homing location. Now, if you're using our firmware, there's a feature called Home Adjust, and let's say I'm just going to use a hypothetical number. So let's say I put a new mount on my printer and a new hot end, and now my nozzle is 14 millimeters hanging off the bed in the front. So, let's say this is the carriage plate. Like, here's my nozzle. Let's say it was here originally, but now it's here. Okay, so it's hanging off the bed by 14 millimeters. Let's just say 14 millimeters. I would then put a negative value on the Y homing location, so negative 14, and that will tell the firmware that the nozzle location is 14 millimeters off the bed. And to get to the 0 position, it has to move it 14 millimeters, meaning the bed, 14 millimeters to get to that location. Now, the only thing is, if you don't also change your max bed size on that Y direction, so let's say like on Ender 3, that's 235 millimeters. Well, you just lost 14 millimeters. So if you tell the printer to go to 235, it's going to try to do it, except the bed's going to ram into the front of that extrusion because it can't physically travel that far. So what you would also need to do is modify the Y _ bed _ size variable in the printer firmware source code. So let's say it's 14 millimeters. It would then be 221 instead of 235.
And on your slicer too.
Yeah, and then you need to change it in your slicer too.
Right.
So when you guys are doing upgrades that are moving the hot end from when you're doing upgrades that change the hot end and move the nozzle position, what'll happen is you will have it hanging off and you go to print and you're like, well, my prints aren't centered. That's usually the cause of it, is that you put a different hot end mount on there and it's moving it forward, and you have to account for that in the firmware. So, there are drawbacks to some mounts because you can lose print area on some of your printer settings, and it's just a trade-off, just how it is, because sometimes a hot end's like a V6 has a physically bigger heatsink, so it's going to put the nozzle further forward with most of the mounts.
Right.
So,
What's up, everybody that just joined? Llama, Travis Stamper, what do we have here? And someone asked, who has the fake background? Well, I can tell you, if Tim switches to his single background, you'll know. See, I'm in the background. So I guess he has the fake background because I'm way back here. I'm actually at TH3D Studio right now.
I mean, if we don't switch, you could... I can see how people can think it's a fake background because there's nothing really moving in yours, whereas on mine it is.
Oh, Steven, that's funny.
I'm a little disappointed. My Repbox LEDs just went offline for some reason.
Oh no, man down.
No.
Hey, Steven, actually, the real reason I'm here is we're converting Tim to all Mac today.
Dear God, no. What is wrong with you?
Spotted cow sounds great. I'm going to go get one in a minute. What are we drinking tonight? Great question. Let's ask everybody out there who's watching. It can be non-alcoholic or whatever you want, but currently we are drinking cherry Coke with some...
Go ahead and say it.
I forgot what it's called, to be honest with you.
It's Mount Gay rum.
Yeah, that's
Gay.
right. I forgot about that. Yeah. It's the cherry Coke with the Mount Gay rum.
Well, I'm already done with my
Hi-ho.
rum. My rum and Coke is gone. So, Jim, you're gonna need to finish yours up because I'm gonna share one of my birthday presents with you. There we go. Let's get the fancy glasses out. My wife, who's awesome.
Flavor enhancer, yes.
Flavor
that's right.
enhancer.
Flavor enhancer.
Funny story. One time I was
Bourbon,
at
Travis says.
one time I was at one of our
Yes, Stephen. Yes.
one of our meetings for the IT, when I worked for IT, and we were having Coke. I was like, this Coke tastes weird, and rum and Coke was my go-to. And my brother goes, because he also works for the company, he goes, is that because it doesn't have rum in it? And I was like, yeah,
That's pretty
probably.
That's pretty funny.
I think the ESP in my rep box just like died midstream because I have an ESP in here running the LEDs and it just stopped responding.
Nice. Let's see. Be careful drinking that stuff. Do you have umbrellas in them? Tan Adams says.
I wonder if it's my power adapter.
3D Printing Llama says, my gay isn't bad rum, not great either. Okay. What else we got? Oh, Mountain. He corrected himself.
So, but my wife got me some nice nice whiskeys for my birthday. I'm going to share one of them. I just opened this. We're going to have some Lagavulin. I'm told it's a riskier one. Is this the one? I think she said this was a riskier one. I haven't had it before.
Steve, I don't know if Steve's watching right now, but Steve, if you're watching, hey, this is your fault. And no, he said he had a bottle.
It's only 43%. Don't be.
He said he had a bottle and it was great. And then the second bottle he bought was just eh. And then the third bottle was great. So that's why he said it was more risky.
He said it has quite the kick. This is a 16-year-old Scotch whiskey.
Nice. You can see me make my
drinking this. This is
I don't drink whiskey face.
Here you go. I poured you a little bit. It's okay. Sleeping on the couch with the dog tonight, Jim?
Yes.
We have a guest room, okay?
Right back here on the couch.
Well, cheers.
We'll go bottom. Bottoms only.
Okay.
There we go. We had to go bottoms only. No COVID spreading here.
Oh, boy.
That's a great whiskey.
Single or double? Says single malt.
Nice. I have Jack Daniels, maybe Jack and Coke again. So I don't condone drinking underage. No. But I'm way over that, so we're good.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to need to see some ID, Jim.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think I got you by 6 years, so there's that.
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
That's really good.
You know what I just realized? Oh, I am a mod.
You are a mod.
I could time out.
This is actually really good.
We got to smell it. I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
I can't even describe it.
I fail the whiskey community. I apologize. Or bourbon. Bourbons are whiskey. Whiskey's not bourbon. I don't know how that works. But I do know this. I'll try it. Why not?
2 cubes of ice, you heathens. Oh, Andrew S. is actually Scottish. He's from Scotland.
It's not bad.
It's an interesting flavor.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Your face says otherwise. You look like Samantha. I gave Samantha a
sip slowly. Thank you, Travis.
I gave Samantha.
This will be my stream drink now.
I gave Samantha a little bit of the Redbreast. She also got me a bottle of Redbreast whiskey. And I was like, here, try it. And she took one little sip and was like, ah.
Derek,
yeah, here we go. All bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon.
There you go. But I don't understand that, so there's that. But I do know that we're here to answer some questions, whatever you want to talk about. It can be about whiskey, I guess. Why not? We got like an hour. We're going to hang out for you guys, and then we're going to hang out and...
So Andrew S. is from Scotland. He said, sip, swirl in mouth, down, then a second sip. Tastes better. I mean, I'm a noob when it comes to this. I started getting into whiskeys because it goes well with the cigars.
Oh, I see. Like swirl in the mouth, down, and then sip another one. This might be the best face you guys saw in a while here. Come hang out with y'all. Yeah, sure, Travis. Let's do it.
Interesting.
Let's try it.
I just swirled it around, yeah. You do get different flavors.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Today I learned.
That's weird. So, Andrew S., do I put Coke in this? I'm just joking. He's
going to have an aneurysm if you
How's your
put
Andrew
Coke
6 experience? I saw the live stream of it. I'm not sure which one of us you're talking about.
I think he's asking me. So the other 6 is behind me right now. Aaron is working on the LCD conversion right now. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So hopefully by the end of next week, I should have some stuff going for it. Apparently my rep box decided to.
That's for me.
my rep box decided to come back online, I think. Let's see.
Nice. Someone said, why did you switch to Discord?
Well, we've used Discord for a while now. I think we've had the Discord server for almost 3 years, I want to say.
I think I'm frozen.
You're not frozen.
Oh.
There's a preview right here on my monitor.
I see that.
You're not frozen. The Sansa says, numb the taste buds first, then it tastes better.
I see that. Steve is watching. So Steve, he's the guy who gave me the ideas for you. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So let's see here. I'm gonna check and see if there's any other questions in chat.
I keep watching chat here, and I could just watch it over there. I need to stop watching it here.
I mean, I could also
You're fine.
put it. Hang on.
We're good. I can watch it over there.
Here.
Holy crap!
There you go.
Tiny.
We'll put on the 58 inch here, so you can see.
Should
And
I
I'll have
sit
my
back?
little.
Hi, Dan. Dan, how you doing? Where do I see here? A Jim and a Tim.
A Jim and a
Yes,
Tim.
and if I do this, I can like almost put my hand right into Tim's head, like.
Get away. we can hang on. We can do a hang on. No,
Oh,
no.
wait.
Hang on.
We're in the same room. I don't know.
Let's see here.
The forum is gone now, just Discord. That's what somebody said.
Wait,
yes.
what?
The forum is gone now, just Discord.
Yes. So that's been like that for a couple of weeks, maybe over a month. Yeah, no, we use that because it's just easier. People weren't using like the forum and like the Microsoft Teams, so we just decided to do that. Because we had it where you can call in to like the Ask Tims, and no one really did it. So I was like, it's just easier to have people post questions in chat. Andrew S., I totally missed this. I wonder how my insomnia gets worse. Oh yeah, interesting people like you. At 3:15 a.m., my missy is gonna squish my nuts. My nuts, the Mora. He's Scottish, so I'll excuse the weird semi-English texting here.
What he's saying is he's going to be in trouble for staying up so late.
Yes, I gathered that. Santa says, how would you go about turning an Ender 3 V2 into a direct drive?
Ooh.
Really depends on how much time you want to put into it. Basically, and this is with any printer, you find a mount, you bolt up the mount, you install the parts. The easiest way would probably be, because I don't know if there's any direct drive. There might be some now.
Stubble.
Are there some direct drive
Thank you so
conversions
much.
out for the Ender 3 V2?
Yeah, I think Printer Mods has one.
Yeah, I think so. Here's the thing: a lot of people think that direct drive is just going to magically fix all their print issues. It's not.
Yep.
The
Someone
main
says the MDD 1.3.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, I'm more talking about like printed mounts, because you can do a bunch of different printed mount upgrades for any machine, really. Yeah, it's really just changing that out. MDD, I think, is the printer mods one. If memory serves correct, those seem to be pretty popular. I haven't personally used them. Have you, Jim? I think
Yeah,
you
I have
one,
the
don't
I have
you?
the first gen on a regular Ender 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now the carriage on the Ender 3 V2 is slightly different from the Ender 3.
Yep.
So the downside there is like existing printed direct drive conversion kits will not fit that carriage most of the time. You could swap the carriage out and purchase like an Ender 3 carriage from somewhere like Tiny Machines. I've done that on some of my printers. I'll purchase a Creality plate, and it'll fit any machine that uses the 2020V slot on the X.
Yeah, you could do that.
And then you can use all the mounts on it. So there's a bunch of different
Change
things.
your firmware. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
you have to update your firmware then.
We talked about that earlier.
Yep.
Who has the fake background auto drop
yeah, we already
3D? We already talked about that.
Yep.
We're in the same room. Oh, you're going backwards on that.
I'm going
Okay.
backwards on mine.
Okay.
That's the live
Gotcha.
up top. I got a TV mounted above my computer. here.
Sybil gave you $5 and says,
Sybil did?
Yeah. Any thoughts on the Hevort?
I've heard of that
machines?
name. I need to look those up.
I've not heard of them, so there's that. Aaron,
Hevort 3D print.
what up?
I will say there will be more. There will be more.
Is that
information.
Aaron?
That is Aaron.
Why aren't you here, man?
Aaron has not been feeling good. He's been having issues with his head.
Aaron.
He has issue. He has some like things going on where he gets really bad migraines from like all the football he played, like concussions and stuff. So, I'm trying to find Hevort. I can't find much on them.
Dude, I miss you. I haven't seen you forever, Aaron.
I'm trying to think. Hevort Advanced. Oh, is this like a kit? Oh, this is like a kit.
Ooh,
So it looks like a Core XY.
interesting.
I'm assuming. Let me see. Yeah, it's a Core XY. I never really got into the ones, and this looks like an older one. Looks like it was posted
Holy
on
moly.
2019.
Nice.
I mean, I see a lot of people doing if you're in like the, I guess market is the right word.
Everybody says, yeah, it's a DIY Core XY, really fast Core XY.
Yeah.
I
I know for a fact like
6 a.m. Aaron.
wait, what's he's leaving early tomorrow.
I'm leaving early. I got to go rescue my wife and take over baby time.
I've been seeing a lot of guys in our Discord server doing the Voron builds.
I was just gonna say we know
that
a
seems to
couple
be the
people.
popular like
Yeah.
DIY.
Greg's
Core XY.
Maker Corner. Greg's. I think Greg. Trying to remember. I think Greg's doing one. The Voron. That looks like a nice machine.
Yeah, they're pretty well engineered from what I've seen. I haven't built one because I haven't had time. If you guys are looking for a pre-built Core XY machine that's good quality, check out Project R3D. They have their Daedalus.
Yeah.
I have one. He actually just brought mine back because I had bought a beta unit, and I brought it back to him. He upgraded it and changed stuff out, so it's exactly the same as the retail models.
Nice.
So I'm going to be playing with that and doing some videos on it. But they're right around like $2,900. But they're really well made machines. They're built right here in Indiana.
Nice.
He actually lives about 45 minutes from us.
Rich Pedro said he posted in the Discord, posted the link for it in the Discord. So that's cool. Thanks,
I'm
Rich.
pulling up Discord right now.
What are your thoughts on the CR10S Pro V2? I had one. I know you're asking Tim, so but I had one too. I liked it a lot. Actually, Tony has my CR10 V2 now. That's a CR10S Pro V2. I lied. I didn't have that one. But I had the CR10 V2, and I have the CR10 V3 now.
Oh, I think Randall might be in Indiana. He said, "Wait, you're in Indiana?" Yeah, we are in Indiana. We are based out of Hobart here, in the land of
Thanks,
Hobart.
Aaron. Have a good night.
I was told when we moved here that's Hobart, not Hobart. So
Yeah, right there in Hobart, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we say it up there in Wisconsin, eh?
Oh yeah, but don't you know? Don't you know about it?
Too good.
Oh yeah.
Greg and Justin are building a Voron. Nice. Thanks, Dan. I didn't know that.
Nicer community, I think so. Yeah, Seville. I did not have. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I did not. You guys know I don't beat around the bush. I did not have a good experience with the Voron community because I was looking at building one, and there were a lot of like I was just looking to see what was in there, and there were a lot of people that were like looking for people to print ABS parts. I was like, well, I've got a whole printer farm. We can do print jobs and stuff. And one of the guys was like, well, you can do them, but you can't make any money on it at all. I was like, well, okay. And I just left. I was like, even though our prices are stupid cheap for that kind of stuff. I was just a little turned off because they were very like, you can't make any money off of anything. So it's like, okay, fine. And then I just lost interest in building a Voron. So,
I got to get with Joe and maybe hook me up with a Daedalus or Daedalus.
Daedalus? I think it's called Daedalus. It's
those look awesome.
Some god, I think it's named after. How do you say it? Let's see. Yeah, it's a Greek. It's from Greek mythology. How do you actually pronounce it? I'm trying to find a pronunciation.
Sounds like you need a way for people to upload files and print them. Auto drop. Mike, right?
Subtle plug there. Let's see. Daedalus.
Okay. Daedalus. Yeah.
Daedalus.
China.
Daedalus. Okay, so I was saying it wrong this whole time.
Operator
I'm
Tony,
sorry,
just
Joe.
across the river from you, north of Minneapolis. Nice. I'm up in Wisconsin, eh?
Yeah, Jim's a cheesehead. He had to drive through the scary land of Illinois.
Randall B. Maybe I should take a road trip to you to hook up this printer.
So let's see here.
Dato less. There you go.
Fort Wayne. You're
Mama's
not.
on it.
I used to go to LAN parties in Fort Wayne back in the day. Sam, I just saw this. Sam said, "Tim, what are your thoughts on the CR10S Pro V2?"
Thought we talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, I missed it. You might
I'm
have
just
answered, maybe.
joking.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. I don't remember answering that question. My opinion is that I would rather go for something like a CR10 V2 or a CR10 V3. mainly because those printers don't have the touchscreen.
Oh, got it.
You know, they're a little less proprietary in terms of the connectors and boards and stuff. Yeah, that's just about where I'm at.
Marcus, or first, TH3D, they have a print it forward solution. Prints are sold for just over the cost to run, for a platform for people who can build the Voron to help new builders. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, and the thing was, I was gonna be doing them stupid cheap. Like, we do our prints really cheap, and they are like, we can't make anything. I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna lose money on stuff like shipping and packaging and labor, like, you know, the thing is, I would be running those parts and using staff to do them, which means that's added to the cost, but they didn't want to have me to add the staff cost into the actual cost of the parts. That was the problem there. Right. So whatever.
Which fan would be good upgrade from a TH3D for Ender 3 V2? I'm going to place an order for more stuff here in a few minutes using Jim from the Edutech's affiliate links.
I was like, wait, where are you? Where are you reading that, Jim? What fan are you looking to upgrade though? Because there's a few
TH3D, or from the Ender 3 V2.
Yeah, so you've got two fans on the hot end. You got your layer fan, which is the one that turns on and off to cool the filament, and then you have the one that's on all the time, which is a 40 millimeter 24 volt fan. And then you have the one in the control box, I believe. There's one in the control box, correct? I'm trying to remember. I don't have one in here that's unboxed. Yeah, it's in the box. My V2 is out in the print farm now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a 40 millimeter in the control box that is also a 24 volt 40. So I gotta go back into my thing.
I really don't remember them being that loud.
They weren't terribly loud
on this one.
On the V2,
but,
yeah.
Ugh. It'd be kind of. I mean, would it be a lot of return to even put more silent fans in for what you pay for them? Because they're really not that loud. I mean, they do rev up. But
I would just wait for them to die and then replace them.
Yeah.
I mean, because like the stuff you get from us is going to last longer than their other stuff.
Right.
But I mean, I preemptively replace the fans, but we're also a business, and I'd rather just get it out of the way now, so I don't have late downtime when the fans fail.
Right.
Like that's just my opinion. But you know, if you're just an average home user, I would just probably use them until they die or they start making noise. Usually, what'll happen is they'll start making like kind of like a like when they first turn on, and eventually it'll quiet out. As soon as you start hearing that like whirring noise when they start up, that means the bearings are going out and they're gonna fail soon.
Right.
So,
yeah, Marcus, if you want to put an order in, do it.
Yeah, we carry. So the Ender 3 V2 uses 40 by 10 millimeter fans, so that's what we carry. We don't carry any 40/20s. So, and it really depends on your airflow. So one of the benefits of going to a larger fan would be you can go with one that's a slower RPM, but still has the same airflow or CFM rating as a different fan that's a thinner one.
Right.
But you can't fit them into your stock locations most of the time, especially on the hot end. You can't fit anything bigger than a 10 millimeter in the stock hot end location. And then obviously there's a little more weight too. If you are using like an aftermarket mount, that thicker fan is going to weigh more than a thinner fan. I just realized my LED cube is like tweaking out back here.
AFA Solutions, what do you suggest as a hot end for the Ender 3 V2? I think it said, not the V6. Oh, there's a bunch of good ones out there, depending on what you can. I missed it because it went away up top. But,
wait, where was that?
AFA Solutions.
Oh, okay. What do you suggest for how to upgrade that's not a V6? I know MicroSwiss makes, so the Ender 3 V2 uses the same hot ends as the other Creality printers. So if you see a hot end for a Creality, like a drop-in replacement style hot end that fits like a CR10 or an Ender 3, it'll fit the Ender 3 V2. Just make note when you are ordering a hot end, if it's for a CR10, you're going to have 12 volt components typically, like a heater and fan. But the physical hot ends are the same size, which is what I'm getting at. So, I mean, like a drop-in replacement, if you're not looking to print a whole new mount, like basically MicroSwiss is one of the few options that's out there, and that being all metal. I mean, what we do is we just change the tubing out to our tough tubing, and that gives us higher temp resistance and the tighter diameter, and we just use the stock hot ends. That's a simple solution and relatively cost effective. You know, it's less than $10 for a meter of tubing.
Ooh, can you describe what an easy board is? I hear you talk about it, but I don't have the background on it.
The short answer is the Easy Board is our 32-bit control board. That's a drop-in replacement for Creality and Solval machines. Not every single model, but a lot of models, a lot of the popular ones. Ender 3, Ender 5, Ender 5 Pro, Ender 5 Plus, all so with the CR10 series and the CR10S series. So the CR10S, CR10S Mini, S4, S5, etc. Ones like the CR10 V2 and V3 aren't supported because those are different boards, and the CR10S Pro and the Max are not supported because those are completely different boards as well. There's a whole list on there, but it's just a high quality replacement board. One of the biggest things that like people like about it is the way we do our firmware, and I think it's a huge selling point on it.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Because I'm sure multiple people in here, like I use VS Code. If you guys have compiled Marlin for the newer machines, you're familiar with trying to use VS Code, and sometimes it goes smoothly, other times it doesn't. I'm going to switch over here. We actually have a tool we developed in-house here, and this is actually hosted on one of our servers. And this is a web compile tool, so you don't even have to use VS Code to flash your Easy Board. We got multiple different ways to actually use it. You can just go in here and use an online editor and edit the configuration file right here on the website. You can also download the configuration H file, edit it on your computer, and then upload it. And for the easiest method is what we call our Easy Config. Is literally a step-by-step wizard. So you can just, I'm going to turn my head off right here. Where is it? Main monitor, main cam. There we go. You can literally, I got to have them take the form out because that's not a valid link anymore. Anyways, you can select what machine you're using. So these are all the machines that are supported. And literally just walk through your settings here. There's other options. Just next, select all your stuff, and it walks you through the setup, and this generates the config. So once you're done going through all these different settings here, I'm just going to kind of click through, and you can see there's a lot of other extra settings. Once you get to the end of it, you can put a tag so you can identify it. So it can be like Tim's, CR20, and then, it's 11621, just something so you can go and identify it. So you then submit this through the site, and it'll go into the queue. And it'll take about 5 minutes total, depending on how it is. Our queue usually isn't backed up. But you can see here, these are other configs. So just do know whatever you put in here can be viewed by other people. But, firmware configs don't usually contain anything confidential, which is why it's just simple like this. The reason we don't have logins is because people forget their passwords, and I don't want us to be wasting time resetting passwords all the time. But you can say, it goes into the queue, and then it'll go compile, and then it'll spit out a compile file. So here's one that someone else did. You can see the uploaded configuration H file. It'll actually download it here, and you can see what the configuration H file looked like. And then the thing is, it generates this firmware.bin file. You literally just download this file, place it onto your SD card, and then flash the board like that. There's no touching VS Code at all. So it's very simple. There we go. So you can see here now it's compiling. It usually takes sort of about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to compile, and then it'll go into the success state. So it's a really nice... I want to go just Jim. It's a really nice feature. As far as I know, we're one of the only companies that has it for our board, and we just include that. And it's just for our board because I don't want to be spending our company money compiling for other companies' products. So, but if you have an Easy Board, you have access to that.
So using it is absolutely simple.
Yeah.
Trail features, $20.
Holy shit.
Thank you so much. For my build plate, should I tape glue hairspray or do I hairspray?
Oh wait, hang on. I forgot. I turned your mic off when you walked
out. I see how you are. I'm just talking.
I had to mute the Jesus.
muting the nerdy J. So for my build plate, should I tape glue then hairspray or hairspray tape then glue?
Why? Why so many things?
I don't know. What build plate is it? That would be a good start. We need to know what kind of build plate it is. 3D Medic Vince, how you doing? Red Light, how you doing? His mic does not work. Yeah, everybody's saying my mic's off, but I think it's back now.
Yeah, it is. It's back. I'm trying to.
He turned me off.
I mean, this is what I do here. There's no tape or anything. Flex plate and vision miner if needed. That's it. no hairspray, no glue stick, no
Gotta
tape.
love the Vision Miner.
Like, I actually have one of our systems here because I'm putting it on my CR10 V2. Saves a lot of time. So, like, we have these. This is what we call our Easy Flex system, and it's literally an adhesive-backed magnet sheet. Okay, this sticks to your bed, and then the plate sticks to that. So it's that simple. No glue or anything to mess with. The only thing, if you do have like smaller parts or you're doing ABS or nylon or something, I do recommend getting the Vision Miner stuff and putting it on here. But for PLA and, you know, your standard materials you print with, this stuff works really well. And we've got two different ones. The first one I showed you was a smooth one, and this is a textured. You can see the difference there. So
They're telling me to turn the LED cube back on.
they can't even see it. Why are they so demanding? They're so demanding, man.
Demanding.
Turn the cube back on, or else there will be an insurrection.
How much do they cost? For the plates, they're very reasonable.
It depends on the size, but our pricing is very competitive. If you guys have looked at stuff like Wham Bam, we're almost half the price, and unlike them, we actually ship our product from the U.S. Wham Bam drop ships their stuff from China. Whereas if we have it in stock on the website, I literally have it 150 feet from me in our shop. So
does the Easy board work with the Ender 3 V2 screen? If not, when will you guys offer a board that works with the Ender 3 V2? Mine came with a 422 board.
So right now what people are doing, if they want the Easy board now, and we should have, before someone asks, we should have some more at the end of the month. I'm just waiting on production to finish on those.
You can't keep those in stock.
I know. It's, you know, it's just, they're so terrible, everybody's buying them. So what most people are doing if they want to use the Easy board in their Ender 3 V2 is they change the LCD, and there's actually an article in our help center. If you go to the, I want to say it's upgrade section, and I'm going to post this link for Red Light. There's our Easy Flex
Free
product
tonight
link.
with the gym promo code. No, but I could probably get you 5% off if you want it.
Let me see here. Where was I going? Oh yeah.
We traded Jim for the cube tonight, peeps.
So if you go on our help center, which is support.th3dstudio.com, there's a section if you go to guides, and then inside that guide session, there's upgrades and printer information. And we have an article titled Ender 3 V2 Swapping to the 12864 Creality LCD for more features. So here's the thing. I'm 99% positive we could get the Easy board working with the stock screen. The problem is because that screen runs closed source firmware, and they haven't made a ton of progress with kind of overhauling the UI through Marlin, you don't have access to a lot of the features on the board that you do with the standard screen. So that's kind of the problem. It's like, yeah, we could get it supported, but then you don't have baby stepping. You don't have...
But it looks so pretty.
It does look pretty because it's color. But you don't have access to baby stepping. You can't you can't change your steps per millimeter. They do have that, but the baby stepping features aren't there. The advanced settings for the trinamic drivers, like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like your stepping mode, like if you're in stealth chop or spread cycle, the current for all the drivers, you don't have access to all that stuff like you do with the other ones.
But your firmware does work with the standard board, though.
Yeah, so we do
with the
have
standard LCD.
Yeah, we do have firmware for the standard board and the LCD. There is a known bug with that LCD right now, and I don't know if the Marlin team has made any progress on fixing it, but I haven't been able to replicate it here, but I have heard other people where if you tell, like, I think the way to replicate it is if you tell the printer to move X or Y, it'll just start backing filament out of the extruder for some reason.
Weird.
And it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that when you have the same exact setup with the different LCDs. So it's something to do with the LCD's code and how it's talking to Marlin.
Right.
So if you guys do have that, that is a known bug with the Ender 3 V2 LCD and Marlin 2.0. So, here we go. I'm going to post this. So I'm going to post a link in here.
Nice. Carrie, how are you? I'm glad you guys made it home safe and hope you guys love that new printer.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so if you guys, and you don't need the easy board to do the LCD conversion, you actually use that 422 board with the Creality LCD to get more features even on that stock board. So that's just, that's just what I did. My Ender 3 V2 that you guys saw on the channel here and a couple of videos back, that's in our print farm with the LCD conversion on it with its stock board, and it's been running great. So...
Chris Travis, I apologize. I didn't pick you up on the way down.
Oh.
And Andrew Humphrey says
He's lying.
at TH3D.
He's lying, Chris. He said, I'm not picking up that Chris guy. Screw Chris.
At TH3D Studio, do you have a flex plate kit for the CR6 SE sized?
Not right now, but they're being made.
Nice.
So
in production.
Yeah, I'd say we're probably about a month out on those. Everything, as you guys know, the human malware situation is screwing things up. Logistics and manufacturing being one of them.
Yeah.
So,
Seville, do you need to swap out the magnetic bed for the sticker for the brand new Ender 3 to use the flex plate, or the stock magnet work?
So yes and no. Yes, you can. Do I recommend it? No. I don't recommend it, not because I want to sell you a magnet, but because their magnet just doesn't hold the plate down well. If you do a large print on it with the stock magnet, that stock magnet starts losing its magnetic strength around 60C, which is what you usually print PLA with. So what'll happen is the plate will pop up because the forces from the plastic are pulling up. Our magnets are way stronger than the stock Creality ones. So the answer is yes, you can. But if, let's say, you get it and you email us perfect, like, well, the plate keeps popping up, and you have the Ender 3 stock magnet, we're going to tell you to replace the magnet. It's just best to do both because their stock magnets are just not as strong, and they're not rated for as high temperatures. So as you get higher temperatures, it starts losing its magnetic strength, which is already poor. So then it just lets the plate pull up. So
Scott Latine, I think we might have that issue with the unexpected E-motion fixed at this point. Awesome. If you guys don't know Scott,
yeah, Scott. I got this shirt from Scott. I don't know if he has any more, but I got it from him.
I need it. Scott, I need one. I'll buy it from you. I'll donate to the cause. And everyone else out there, if you guys don't know Scott, he is the maintainer, one of the main maintainers, right, of Marlin.
I think he's described it as he's the lead janitor, the code janitor.
He does an amazing job. I should have worn my red Marlin shirt today. Let's see. I'll catch y'all on next month. Andrew says, what did you name the Ender 3 V2? Did you name it yet? Watch out. There's a freight train.
I think we did. Hang on. Let me see.
While you're doing that, let's see what else we got.
I like having two people. You can take over the chat while I'm looking stuff up.
At TH3D, just trolling a bit. Been looking at a PEI flex plate. Been using a mirror with a bit of hairspray and a lot of weight and thermal mass to heat. Yeah. Trail features, if you have a chance, to try the Easy Flex 2 or even just the Easy Mat. Those are awesome as well. But do it. I like putting the Easy Mat on the standard flex plate because that Easy Mat is amazing until you have to get something off. You might have to use a jackhammer. There's a website for shirts, but I can't find it. Scott could tag his website if he has. Can he tag his website for the shirts?
Yeah, he's a mod.
Yeah, do it.
So you guys are going to be disappointed to know that the Ender 3 V2, my guys were real original and just named it Ender 3 V2.
Oh.
There's no name.
You know what? We should come up with a name tonight.
Just rename it on him in the system.
Highest bid gets the name. Highest bid on Tim's channel tonight.
If you remember, I had the highest bid to name your workshop.
You too. And it was almost to name my baby, but that wouldn't work.
I think we should just call it Tim's Funhouse, and there's a little winky face at the end.
Awesome. So if you have a bid for the printer name, let's do it. Let's see. I have both Easy Flex plates. Still using the Creality stock magnet. I have a TH3D magnet, but I'm holding off till the stock one degrades. Cool.
Okay, I'm glad to know that Trail Features was trolling a bit because I was about to be like, what the F are you doing?
Yeah, what you need to do is you spray your hairspray, then you let that dry, and you rub your glue stick on it, then you let that dry. Then you take blue tape and you cover it all. And that's what Llama does.
And then you rub Jim's belly for good luck.
Actually, Llama said he swapped over to the Easy Flex and is never going back.
Oh, Llama was holding on to the Easy Mat for the longest time. He had one for over a year, I think. It was a long time. He had that same mat for a long time.
Everybody's asking Scott where we can get T-shirts if there's any left.
I should, I wasn't thinking when we were closing up for Earth, I should have offered to just buy the rest of them off him and like just put them in our shop because I don't think Scott's got the facilities to ship things out.
I bought one at Earth.
I have like 4 of them. I bought a bunch of them.
I actually bought one. I bought one and donated and gave it to Thomas Sandlanderer, and then he did a short interview with me.
One of the things though, Scott did not.
Printy McPrintface.
If you notice, Scott says he has a bunch of large and undershirts. He clearly did not order for the market he was selling to.
You don't have tent size? Come on.
I feel like large and up, and maybe a couple of small ones would have been.
I think mine is actually a 2.0 shirt. Now that I think about it.
This is an
cushion
XL.
duct tape. Yeah, don't forget about the cushion duct tape. No blue tape.
Scott, I think you should just we use Teespring for our merch, and I've been very happy with them. Their quality's good and they ship fast. You should set up a Teespring Marlin store. Seriously. Like I was like, well, I could put in ours, but it doesn't make sense because then I'd pay you for the Marlin. Just set up your own Teespring store, man. It takes you could have it up and running in an hour. Come on, do it. Have some Marlin merch. I would buy the shit out of that.
Printy McPrintface. Let's see. Have a few screen shops to print them. Nice. What do you think about the Bird Air solution? I don't know what that is.
That's like this weird remote thing where it's got like this stainless steel tube with holes drilled around it, and it goes around the nozzle. I'm not sold on it, but I don't know. Has anybody in the chat used them? I also see Sansa thoughts on Clipper. Clipper is a great firmware if your hobby is not actually using the printer and it's all about tuning the printer. I'm not even joking. I use Marlin because it works. I don't care about printing at 300 millimeters a second. But, everybody gets into their dick swinging contests.
I have a good idea, Scott. Program the link for the website into the Marlin code. So when you go to Auto Home, it takes you on the screen to buy merch from your printer.
Okay, Derek got it. Upgrade me. Okay, I'm going to change it right now in our system.
Upgrade me. $50.
$50.
Woo, Derek, thank you so much, man.
Derek, okay, so I'm gonna change it here.
He is as we speak. He's changing.
I'm gonna switch over. Let me put my main monitor back up so you can see me and Jim and I. Okay, so I'm gonna rename it here in the system, and I'm also gonna change it in Octoprint here. Let's see, settings, appearance, Ender 3v2.
Upgrade me.
And then I also changed the host name too. So let's go to Putty.
I'll set up a Teespring. Nice.
Let's see.
I use whatever Tim uses because I get the firmware from him. Just got a laser attachment for the Ender 3. Any advice? Wear your glasses. Don't blind yourself. Blue lasers are nothing to mess around with, and you only have 2 eyes. So don't blind yourself.
It's now named Upgrade Me, and those guys are going to have a laugh.
Don't stick your
They're going to be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I keep switching to the main one because it's at the bottom.
That's okay.
There we go. It's Upgrade Me now.
It depends on the pump. Many like fish tank.
Yeah, it is. It is a the Bird Air. Sorry, it's not a fan. It's an air pump. Like.
Is it kind of like Air Assist?
Yes, it's like Air. It's like Air Assist. Same idea as Air Assist.
Looking at the TH3D shop, will you be creating a video on how to use the IRF 520 MOSFET module?
No, I might do some projects with them, but like the whole like reason those are on there is we bought them to put into printers that we were going to build, and I have so many of them, which is why they're just on there for so cheap. Mm-hmm. But I use them personally for, like, if you guys mess with ESP8266 or ESP32 boards for like home projects, that's what I use them for. I also have them in a couple printers here to control auxiliary fans. You can use them for fans, you can use them for lights. And the cool thing is, if you're running the device you're controlling off the same power supply as the board, you actually only need to hook up the signal pin, because if they're all using the same ground, it's already got the ground. And the VCC, if you look at the schematic that's on the page, it actually isn't even connected. I don't know why the the supplier that made those boards even has a VCC pin on there, but it's not needed. So if you're using it for something that's all using the same power supply, you actually need to hook up the signal pin. You don't even need to hook the ground up if they're all sharing the same common ground.
Nice. Powerball drawing is right now about to hit it big. That would be awesome.
Oh man, if I win, there's gonna be an epic stream.
Me too. Me too.
I'll just be one of those guys that goes and just gives people money in their streams. Oh man.
Seville, $10. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. I'll put it. Should we put it? I'm pretty well stocked. I'm pretty well stocked up in cigars and booze here, so.
I think so.
Maybe you know what I was.
You need more energy?
There's gonna be a giveaway coming up soon. I just got to do all the marketing stuff for it. So, but stay tuned. Not on this stream, but there will be a giveaway.
You
going
guys
on.
don't need to enter. I'm gonna win, so don't worry about it.
I think affiliates are excluded from winning any TH3D giveaways.
Damn it!
I feel like that's
quit.
the affiliate policy.
Let's
that if you're an affiliate of TH3D, you can't win.
I'll remove my affiliate links just to try to win. That's funny.
Oh
man.
Randall says, how many of your knockoff Nanoleafs you got printed out? I ran out of white filament. I'm waiting on, I got to confirm because Aaron emailed Coex, but I might actually have to bug them again. I can never remember if we just order through their site or if we contact their sales reps. But I need more white filament. So, and I want to do it all in Coex, but I printed out 4 of them. I got my G codes all done. Bertha's printing well.
What is it?
But yeah, what's that?
What is it for?
I'm going to make, so you know the wall behind us with
Yeah,
all those?
right.
I'm going to cover this entire garage door with RGB Nanoleafs.
Oh.
Like top to bottom. Like
That's
the whole wall will be
awesome.
addressable.
I need to do that.
I'm going to need
I
a
should
hefty
do that in
power
my
supply.
backdrop. That would be badass.
You don't
Hey, excuse my language.
you're gonna-
Demonetized.
Oh, you can swear on here.
anyway.
Everybody knows there might be swearing on these. It's a live stream.
Tyler West finally won something on my stream. He won.
Hang on. Look at this. Look, Jim is barely.
Yeah,
hang
I
on.
didn't drink much. Here.
Jim, come on.
Sorry.
Come
Tyler
on.
West won an
Catch up.
LD002R resin printer and a liter of resin thanks to 3D Resin Solutions. Man, I know you got it the other day. I hope you like it. Brian Vines is in the house, the pun master himself.
Let's see.
I'm
here.
sorry. It's not only USA giveaways. I gave away $400 in gift cards that stream, too.
I'm trying to find here. I apologize if we're missing. This is kind of an all over the place.
David Wilson, I
stream.
agree. We
If
should
you guys
get
haven't
something
figured
for
that out.
Loyal Moses.
Let's see here.
And a printed solid gift card. There you go.
I'm trying to find here.
Randall B at BV #D.
Oh, here you go, Jim. Robert Burgass just got a laser attachment for Ender 3. Any advice?
Yeah, I told him wear his glasses and don't blind himself. It's very important. Listen, when you're using a diode laser, it is super important to wear glasses that are protecting your eyes because that stuff will mess you up.
So I am actually trying to get more stuff in our shop this year.
Waiting for the edge of puking now.
Especially like project stuff. Would you guys be interested if we carried stuff like ESP32 boards and 8266s and like, relay boards, that kind of stuff, like all these little modules? I'm just curious. Because I do actually have a couple of suppliers that can get me that stuff, and I just ordered a bunch of samples. And I use them. I don't know how many people use that kind of stuff. Just curious to see what people are saying. I'm trying to find any other questions that we might have
David
missed.
Wilson says maybe we should get a Prusa for Loyal. I don't know. I think he has a few. He does. Mine, I'm waiting. I think mine is going to ship soon, and then we're going to do a stream.
Oh,
I
no.
think we're going to do it on Hot Mix. We're going to build it. That's going to be awesome.
Richard's asking, "What's my daily vape?" I will absolutely plug this guy because he's actually a customer of ours.
It's called
how
Freight
I met
Train.
him. Freight Train. It's a company called Psyliquid. It's Psyquid, Psiquid. It's made in the U.S. This is my favorite from. Oh, it's not going to autofocus. It's a manual. Their Apfel Fritter and their Smeech. Those are my two favorites. He's a really good guy, and they're made in the U.S.
You could drop a link in the.
Oh yeah, I can put a link in the chat. But He is a little on the pricier side, but you know what? I really like the flavors he has. So, I highly recommended. He does run sales occasionally. I stocked up on his last sale, so he does run really good sales. So, Brian Vine, snap into a hashtag Tim Jim.
Yeah.
They're still mad at you, Jim, for your U.S. only giveaways.
Listen, it happens. I'm sorry.
Oh, trail features. This is a lot of, you're not alone, sadly, in this. He said, side note, didn't get an easy board because of cost. 2 blown mini E3 V2s later, I should have just gotten the easy board. I've told people that, but no one wants to listen to me because I'm biased.
It is.
I get it, but I'm just.
It's more expensive to start, but.
I've been running the same easy board in my Ender 3 for a year and a half now, and that's the printer I use the most. Like.
That's the beta one, right? That's the one you first put in?
That was one of the first boards from the first retail batch.
I remember that day.
It had a prototype in it for a while, and then I put the first for a retail one. Yeah.
I remember
the prototype's in one of the printers in the farm.
The first time I met Tim, I was on the way down here for Murph 2019, I'm sorry. And I stopped at Tim's house here, and I walked in the doors, and I was so new to 3D printing, I didn't know who was all here, but Tyler West was here, Cody was here, of course Tim and Aaron and everybody from TH3D, and then of course Scott and Lulac were here, and they were working on the easy board live trying to get that thing working. It was crazy. It was awesome.
Yeah, that ended up being an issue with firmware because I was like freaking out. We're like literally getting ready to leave for the event, and I'm like, freaking board isn't working. What the hell? Ended up being a software problem. I was like, because we switched out, I was like, there's no way that both these boards have issues. Ended up being a software problem. But I was like, that feeling in your stomach, you're like, we're literally getting ready to go to an event where we're showing this off and it's not working.
Yeah.
I was like, dear God.
And full disclosure, I'm affiliate here with TH3D. Tim's awesome. I come down here. I wish I could come down more. This year I didn't because of obviously what was going on. But
you mean last year?
Oh yeah. Jesus, that last year. Well, and this year. I mean, so far.
Yeah, this is your first time here.
But
it's my birthday weekend.
Yeah,
so
it was Tim's birthday on Friday.
That's why. So I feel like I'm officially old because all of my birthday presents were alcohol. I'm not even joking. My buddy Joe brought me a bottle of, what is it? The black bottle over there? What's the name of it?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called.
It begins with a G. So Joe got me a bottle of whiskey, and my wife got me a bottle of scotch and a bottle of Irish whiskey.
Jim Kind says, thanks. He won $100 from me to use in your store. So he's the one that got the gift card I got from you.
Okay. Yeah. I know he's a regular. He's been around for a while. I recognize the name.
So full disclosure though, I have an affiliate link. It's in all my videos, or most of them, for Tim's store. And actually, Tim gives me store credit. So I buy all, like 99% of my parts. Whatever I can buy from here, I do because I get the credit. And I have like 5 easy boards.
Well, and I was telling Jim, I was like, so we're working on trying to figure out the logistics of actually paying people out like through PayPal or something, because like then we have to collect tax information. He's just like, well, I'm gonna spend in the store anyway.
So that's my way of not feeling so bad. When I have store credit, it's magically there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. If I was in your same position, I would be doing the same thing.
Then you call me and you're like, why did you just spend $150 on cables?
And then there's no discussions with the wife of why did you just spend like $200 at TH3D?
That's right.
You know, like it's affiliated.
Yeah,
okay?
Tyler West got it right.
I'm just trying to find...
Glenn Livet? Yeah, something like that.
I thought I saw a question that I missed. Yeah, Glenn Livet. I think that was it.
This one.
Whatever it is. Yeah. That's what my buddy Joe brought me. That's 121 proof. I'm not drinking that tonight.
No. Not this guy either. I'm barely drinking this one tonight.
You have to finish it. This is a 16-year-old.
I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it.
You're not gonna drink that.
I gotta leave like super early to go back. Glam liver. Brian Vines hit it right there. Liver.
Did you ever see Horrible Bosses where he's like, it's like he tricks the guy. He's like, do you want a drink? And he's like, pours him one for him, and then he doesn't have one. And he's like, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, Dave, or whatever the guy's name is. He's like, I'm not an alcoholic. And then he goes, he's like, Well, you have to drink it. That's 20-year-old scotch. I'm not pouring that back in the bottle.
Oh, let's see. Get a can of Corona, not the virus. I promise. Yeah. Happy birthday, everybody's saying.
Oh, R Mills answers what happened to Thulu. I can't remember what printer Thulu is. I feel like Thulu went into the print farm.
I don't know what Thulu is.
That was one of the names for one of the machines. Or was that the Sunlu? Oh, I think that might have been the Sunlu, and Doug probably renamed it, or he didn't name it at all. I'm just trying to see the other stuff. We're already over an hour here, man.
I see that.
We've been just kind of got into it.
We're just BSing.
Like,
new version of the Easy Board coming out in the future? ?
we're always working on new products, but we don't have anything that's worth even talking about right now. In terms of how far along things are. So, as of this moment right now, I have, like, in the next probably 4 or 5 months, I don't have anything coming out. It really depends, because right now, like, with production, we're having issues getting some parts, because there's certain factories that are just not operating at full capacity because of all the human malware situation. And not many of you guys know, but apparently something's going on over in China with, like, the power plants. Most of those are coal powered, and something happened with some deal with the Australian government and coal supply. So they're actually, like, rationing power right now, because a lot of our suppliers have told us that, like, our factories can only operate for so many hours a day because they don't have access to power.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Scott Latine said he created Teespring. Now he's just got to add the stuff.
Is there any way...
Scott, when you get that ready, let me know, and I'm going to drop your Teespring or whatever you want to support Marlon in my videos.
So anyways, there will be an Easy Board Pro coming out this year, which will be a dual extrusion board. So... Like
this one?
But that's a phone, Jim. So, like, that's the thing. We are working on that. Griffin, who is our engineer, he runs his own little consulting company called Paquette Engineering, and he runs all our board production and does all our engineering. He sent me a prototype for it, but he didn't talk to me before shipping it, and he sent it USPS, because I would have just sent him a UPS label. So I'm waiting on getting that so I can actually get the firmware done for it and tested. But that'll be, like, the next board coming out from us will be the Pro, which will just be a dual extrusion board. There's some other features on that board that are, like, more value adds and different stuff that I'm not going to disclose, because last time we talked about what we were putting on our boards, all the Chinese companies rushed to copy it and flooded it before we even had ours ready. So I've learned.
Yeah, you remember that time I had like 400 subscribers? I did a interview at Murph with you. You showed me the new Easy ABL model.
Yeah.
And then they stole it.
Yeah. Well, they're not really around anymore, so.
Yeah. They tried. They contacted Tim's manufacturer and tried to buy it from them.
That's why you have agreements with your manufacturers.
That's pretty funny. So, what else we got? Do you have plans, or can you get a 350 by 350 Easy Flex? That's a big Easy
That
Flex,
sounds like. So we have 370 by 370s. But we don't have 350 by 350s. I don't know what printer is a 350 by 350 that you're asking for. I am working with Joe at Project R3D. He's supposed to give me the bed file for the Daedalus or the Daedalus. Is Daedalus? I thought we just went through Daedalus. I think it's Daedalus. The Daedalus and the Railcore both use the same bed. So I am going to be getting, like, once I get the bed file, I also have it. I could just measure it. I'll probably end up doing that because Joe, if you're watching, send me the file. Otherwise, I'm just going to measure it and make our own
Ender 5 Plus
design.
is the 350. So
Ender 5 Plus is 350 by 350 print area, but the bed is actually like 376 by 370. And we do have those size plates. I don't know if we have those in stock right now. Whatever is on our site. If you go to our site and it says in stock, we physically have it here. If it says it's out of stock, then we don't have it. 350 is for the Voron. Okay. Well, Dave, if you want to email streams@th3dstudio.com,
yeah,
I can see what I can do. I don't know how big of a market is, because here's the thing. I have a minimum quantity of sizes I have to have made. So, and it's over 100. So, meaning I have to be able to sell at least 100 plates
Right.
to even do a run, because otherwise I'll just get stuck with a bunch of plates and end up having to lose money.
And the larger ones, I think you guys sent me one for the under 5 plus, and it's kind of a pain to ship those.
So, but we've got that down now. We have flat packs now and everything.
yeah,
We've
yeah.
actually optimized that a lot.
Do you have flex plates outside for the Ender CR10 V3, the CR10?
Yeah, that's the 310 by
310?
310 by 320.
Nice.
So yeah,
So
that's what
Steve, if you're still watching, you can text me. I'll probably be coming home with one of those. Yeah.
Let's see here. Isn't China going on holiday for about a month? Yeah, February 12th. Yes.
Yep.
We've already anticipated that for stuff that we do get from China.
Right.
We ordered months and months in advance, so we should
from-
be pretty well stocked for a while.
Jerry from 3D Printing and Paintings in the house.
Oh, Jerry came in. Yeah, let's. We got 85 people watching. How many likes do we have?
I don't know.
I
This
don't know.
many.
Let's see. It's probably not 85.
Don't forget, if you're watching the stream,
We have 19
check
likes.
out my videos on the Edge of Tech. Monday nights we go live, hot makes at 6 p.m. It's a live show with myself and Pooch from Repcord, and we have a phenomenal time. We bring guests in, we talk about all sorts of different stuff. We do huge giveaways like you've seen in the last few weeks. Dan is all about the likes. He's going to hook you up here in a second.
Oh, Dan's Mr. Like Man?
Yeah, Brian Vines, got to get going. Have a great rest of the stream. Sounds good. Hey, Brian, real quick before you go. Why did the blind man not take the job? Because he couldn't see himself doing it. All right, have a great night, Brian. That was in my book.
I got a better one for you, Jim.
Oh, boy.
Why don't you ever see elephants hiding in trees?
Why?
Because they're just that good at it.
What do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino?
I don't know.
Hell if I know.
Oh, dear God, that was so bad.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Oh, my God. Jim, why do fish like salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze.
Too good.
Oh,
good.
Man. Jim's video looks sharper. Yeah, I might have my focus a little off.
I keep
Let's
doing
see.
this. Like, whoa.
Wait.
That was wrong.
They're the exact same camera with the same lens. But anyways,
Different color light though.
Jim, you
You're
have to
going
drink
with
more.
the
Come
soft,
on, Jim.
and I'm going with
Jim.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
I've only got this much left.
Oh. More likes means more Tim drinks.
It's all gone. That was pretty good. Definitely different than what I was expecting, but good different in a good way.
Yeah, I'm not a huge whiskey, bourbon, whatever whiskey guy.
This is a Scotch whiskey,
and it's not bad at all. I just don't drink it very often.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd try it for Tim's birthday. A little splash. We'll call it a splash. Later, Brian.
But we are going to be wrapping this up.
Do you recommend a Ziltek Gear V3? I'm not sure
So
what that is.
it's actually been sitting in my garage unused because I have other printers in the queue before it. I wasn't all that impressed with it. I don't really have anything bad to say about it, but I also don't have anything stellar to say about it. I don't think it's a bad machine. That is coming up soon in my design queue because I want to see if I can get Marlin 2 running on it because it does have the MKS style board. So
Scott's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Jim, what do you call a dog that can do magic?
What?
A Labracadabrador.
I just drank that whole thing, and I'm regretting it. No.
Do you know why crabs don't give to charities?
Why?
Because they're shellfish.
Oh my God. Oh, Andrew, I'm enjoying this far too much. It's 4:20 a.m.
Well,
just ordered my 6th upgrade for the Ender 3 V2, second from TH3D. I better stop now. Marcus, go ahead.
I've said that too before.
You know where my affiliate links are? They're in the videos of all of my channel, most of them.
You got
use
jokes, I
those.
can't see them here.
I got to become top performer at TH3D with my affiliates, so use my links.
I can't afford to keep you around too much longer, Jim. You're very expensive to have here.
Are you ready to sleep with the dog? David Wilson, I would be honored to sleep with Clara. Let me just show
She'll
you.
probably cuddle up with you.
Here, let me-
She's
hey.
such an attention whore for
Do you have
guests.
that picture I sent you of Clara?
I do in our chat here.
Yeah, you should show him. It's such a good picture.
You sent me like multiple pictures of her.
Still watching. Glad he likes the scotch. That's what Steve just told me. I'm not gonna lie, Steve. I'm on the fence on it. I just don't drink it enough to enjoy it as much as this. You know.
Well, I can't finish it for you, so you're going to.
Light speed.
Oh my
That's
God!
funny.
Trail Features just posted a good one. An invisible couple got divorced. No one's surprised they couldn't see that relationship working. Thanks for the tip, man.
When do you call a fly with no wings a walk? Ah.
Yeah. So Jim's been like just taking
Nice.
pictures of all our animals.
Yeah.
And
Tonight.
here's one he took of Clara Bear. Just you see, she's even got the teeth right there. Just a little her like
Aw.
tooth sometimes
Yeah.
pushes her lip
Yeah.
up.
She's adorable.
She's cute. And then there was one other one. Oh, here's the other one here. Let's switch it. There we go. There's the pupper.
Oh.
Look at the little pupper.
I'm
There we go.
mastering my photography skills with my phone.
Yeah, with your phone. Yeah. What do you call a bull with no legs?
Oh boy.
Ground beef. On that note, I did say we're going to keep it on an hour. We're at hour 27 according to Streamlabs. So, I just wanted to.
Jeff just asked you one question.
Oh,
Just
Jeff
ordered
asked-
a silent quote unquote pack, the 3-pack for the CR10 V2. Can I expect a big noise difference?
So the CR10 V2, that machine should be. If you ordered the CR10 fan pack, just so everybody knows, the CR10 is not the same as the CR10 V2 and V3. Those are two completely separate model lines. So if you did order the CR10 fan pack, assuming that'll work with the CR10 V2 or V3, because Corelli has no idea how to name products anymore, the CR10 fan pack will not work in the V2. So, but in general, if you replace the stock fans with our fans, yes, you will have a difference in noise. It will be much quieter. The fans we sell, I will say, are not silent. They do still
Right.
make some noise, but the reason for that is because we don't sell you fans that don't push enough airflow to keep the components
Later,
cool.
Travis.
Because if you don't have
He
enough
said,
airflow,
"Uh-oh, do you wanna
things
check his order?"
overheat. Yeah,
We better check his order.
I can check his order, but I just like it's a thing that people get confused, and it's really because Creality sucks at naming their products.
Hey, Naomi's here. She says we name products with a pair of D20. Hey, Naomi, how are you? Lindsay won't be jealous because I'm sleeping with the puppy. That's right.
Oh God.
That is pretty funny.
I'm not even gonna argue with you because it doesn't make any sense. It's just like it confuses customers because they've got like, so let's play Creality naming. So we've got the CR10, the CR10S, and then we've also got submodels under there, which are the regular, so just the CR10, CR10S, which are the 300 by 300 by 400. But then you also got the mini size, you got the S4 size,
this
and
how
the
you do it?
S5 size. What's that?
I can't remember. Is this how you do it? See,
That's not yours.
I'm taking this with me.
You're not taking that with you.
Yeah, Naomi's on the stream, and she said I could take it with me, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's what bothers me is like why would you call the CR10 V2 and the V3 the CR10? Because it just creates confusion. Because here's the thing, the boards that work in like someone's
That box is huge.
I think she just called you weak.
No, that's what everybody was doing. Everybody was taking pictures with their boxes. And I tell you, that's a heavy box.
It is heavy.
Thank you.
But
Thank
like
you.
my thing is like, why not just call
He's
like
gonna
the
see what it is.
CR11, like the CR11 or something other than the same model? Because you also got the CR10S Pro and then the V1 and V2 of that, and you also got the CR10 S. I think, is it the S Max or is it just the CR10 Max? Is there an S after the CR10 Max?
No.
No,
I
or is
don't-
it
I don't
just the
think so.
CR10 Max, or is it the CR10
Yeah,
S
yeah.
Max? I think it's the
Dan.
CR10 Max. Yeah, it's just a CR10 Max, but it's just confusing, because like especially with the Max and the Pro use the same board. The V2 and the V3 use the same board, but you can't put a CR10 board in a CR10S Pro or a CR10 V2 or V3. It's a completely different board. I don't hate China. I hate the naming schemes.
Here you go.
Just put me in charge of naming things.
This is going to be the very first print mill spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jim's filling the whiskey. What do you think?
I had like this much. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
This,
Oh, you
this
didn't
one
finish
goes
it.
out to Chep and Joel and all the guys. You guys didn't spin. Ready?
You know, I feel like you're taking away some of the experience I'm gonna have with that printer. You've tainted it.
Yeah.
You've tainted it. It's no longer.
Well, I better take. Bye, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you later. See you, Tim. I got to go.
All right. Back. Just kidding. We're still here.
Oh, we got to have fun.
All right. Between the naming and the English, you know, the afraid of wet on the side of the boxes is charming. Okay.
Andrew S. That's funny. Oh, man.
But we are going to wrap this stream up here. This has been a fun time. Jim has to get up early tomorrow. Samantha was like, keep the stream to an hour. I was like, well, this is what we were planning on, but we're at like an hour and a half now. So,
Jerry says have Jim send that to my house. Jerry, I'm not going to lie. If it's going anywhere in my truck when I leave, but Tim will be sleeping at that time. So
well, luckily this door locks and
later,
Jim doesn't know
later,
the
Naomi.
code.
Have a great day over there.
But anyways,
Was that a lap dance, Jim?
I heard everybody. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I hope you guys had a good night. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend.
Yep.
And I appreciate Jim for coming by. It was fun. We're gonna have maybe one more drink and then hit the hay. So
Hey, I tell you what, this wasn't bad. Thank you, Steve. And it was a great recommendation. I've had this much of this and one rum and cherry Pepsi or something.
Cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke. And I was spinning with a print mill. I don't know. I mean, I would have done that no matter what. So I mean, thank you guys. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Thanks for Tim for letting me crash here tonight and head out in the morning so I could go back and hang out with the family. But check out new videos coming soon. Of course, we got some cool stuff from TH3D. I get to play with this sweet Easy Cam.
Oh, I sent Jim. I'm sending Jim home with a bunch of stuff, some easy plugs and stuff.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, a camera to play with.
Yeah.
So we do. I know webcams are still kind of hard to get a hold of. We do have cameras that will work as a regular webcam, but we put them together specifically with extra features for 3D printers, and that specific feature is a manually adjustable focus. So
Which is awesome.
If you guys are looking for webcams or you're looking for a great camera for your Octoprint, we have 1080p HD cameras with a wide angle lens on it. I believe it's 104 degrees field of view. And a manual focus. The lens is glass. The sensor is made by Sony. So good quality camera.
Right.
Works great with Octoprint. Does work well as a webcam.
Yep. As long as you manually focus it.
Yeah, as long as you manually focus
The
it. But
benefit, just so I could jump in, the benefit of having a manual focus camera, when you put it on any of your printers like you see up here, you can set it anywhere on that printer and then dial that manual focus in, and it'll stay there no matter how much it moves. If the focus isn't going to move. And when you do an autofocus, sometimes that goes all crazy and it goes out of focus, so that's why we do it.
Oh yeah, we know how well Logitech's autofocus algorithm works.
Yep.
So,
But
but I just want to mention that because a lot of people don't know that we do carry them. We have those. We started with a nice base model that I found from one of our suppliers, customize the sensor, customize the lens. And my favorite thing about it is that we do have the manual focus adjustment on there. And we also have a pack. There's an STL pack on the camera page with mounts for just a generic 2020 mount, for a corner mount for the Ender 5 Plus. So it's really good. for a printer camera. Like I said, you can use them as a webcam. They're plug and play with Windows 10. They're plug and play with Octoprint. So if you guys are trying to find a good camera and you're having a hard time because everybody's buying webcams right now because they're working from home, we do have them. They're called the Easy Cam, and they're a 1080p 30 frame per second camera. So completely overkill for Octoprint, but the image quality is great. And like I said, and like what Jim said, the nice thing is because it's manual focus, you mount it on the printer, you get it focused exactly where you want it, and it doesn't move. So anyways, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. This is a fun stream. I hope you guys all have a good night. And remember, we do Ask Tim's normally on Mondays and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Central Time. And as you can see from the stack of boxes that you can see behind me and Jim, I do have a lot of printers that we're going to be doing videos on over the next couple of weeks here. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and subscribing won't give you a notification usually by default. There's like a little bell or something. I have no idea. I'm not a YouTuber. I have a channel, but I'm not hip with all the stuff. But I know you have to like press the little bell and change it to like the fully filled in icon or something, like all notifications or something, to give you a notification when we go live. We do also post these out on our website, our Twitter, Facebook, MeWe, all that stuff. So anyways, I'll stop talking. I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. And as always, happy printing.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye now.
Have a good night.